As the UK's head of state, the Queen has enormous wealth and owns a multitude of crowns and jewels. But you may be surprised to know the Queen also owns several iconic properties and animals in the UK. Here are just 7 of the bizarre things the Queen owns as Britain's monarch. Dolphins and whales. The Queen technically owns all whales, dolphins and porpoises which are within 3 miles of the shores of the UK. The monarch's ownership of these majestic creatures stems back to the 14th century. King Edward II issued a statute in 1324, which read, "The king shall have wreck of the sea throughout the realm, whales and sturgeons taken in the sea or elsewhere within the realm, except in certain places privileged by the king." Swans. The Queen has prerogative over all swans in England and Wales, and every year a special event called a swan-upping takes place. On the Monday of the 3rd week in July, the swan-upping takes place and acts as an annual census of the swan population on a selected stretch of the River Thames. The royal family website explains, "A flotilla of traditional Thames rowing skiffs, manned by swan-uppers in scarlet rowing shirts and headed by the Queen's swan marker, wearing a hat with a white swan's feather, row their way steadily up the Thames. All up, they cry as a family of swans and cygnets is spotted, and the swan-uppers carefully position their boats around the swans, lift them from the water and check their health." The swan marker's iconic 5-day journey upriver has been an annual ceremony for hundreds of years, and today it has 2 clear goals: conservation and education. A private ATM. Despite the fact the Queen doesn't carry cash, several reports have suggested the Queen has her own ATM machine in Buckingham Palace. According to the Channel 5 series, Secrets of the Royal Palaces, the ATM came courtesy of upmarket bank Coots. Green space. Many of London's most iconic green spaces are actually owned by the Queen under the Crown. Hyde Park, Kensington Gardens, the Regent's Park and the Green Park are all part of the Crown's portfolio. Richmond Park, Greenwich Park, St James's Park and Bushy Park are also owned by the Crown and managed by the Royal Parks. Read more. Prince George brutally mocks Meghan Markle in new HBO teaser clip. World records. The Queen owns several Guinness World Records in her own right, including oldest British Queen, oldest current monarch featured on the most currencies, the wealthiest Queen, most Summer Olympic Games to be opened by an individual. Regent Street in London's West End is iconic, and much of it is under the umbrella of the Crown Estate. This means the Queen legally owns Regent Street, but the Crown Estate is managed by an independent organisation established by statute. Castles. Buckingham Palace and Windsor Castle are official Crown residences, but the Queen has an enviable property portfolio of her own. Balmoral Castle in Scotland is known to have a special place in the monarch's heart, and it is in fact a family heirloom. Prince Albert bought Balmoral for his beloved wife Queen Victoria in the 19th century. Sandringham House in Norfolk, where the royal family spends Christmas, is also private property owned by the royal family.